Hi, it's Kristen, and in this video we're going to talk about how to create and use a rubric in Schoology. So one of the things I really love in Schoology is the use of rubrics to give some specific feedback to students. And so in any one of your courses, you can go ahead and go to Gradebook and then Grade Setup. On the Grade Setup page, you're going to go over here to the right-hand side where it says Rubrics, and you're going to go ahead and add a rubric. So you want to always give your rubric a title, and these are rubrics that you can reuse and share with other people in a group. And so maybe this is a rubric for a short answer essay. You can use rubrics on a discussion, on an assignment, and on a short answer quiz question. So they're very helpful. So maybe I'm going to have organization as one of my criteria. Now this is really important. You want to decide on your grading scale before you add additional criteria. So if I decide that I like to grade on a scale of 5, and 5 is going to be mastery, I can change these descriptors to anything I want. I actually can go into detail right here. I could give more detail about what a mastery level organization looks like. Excellent. So underneath this I could type in a lot of detail about what I'm looking for, and I could do that across. I could even make this a 5.5 if I wanted to, or excuse me, a 4.5. So I can really make these as lengthy as I want, and can really customize them any way that I want. If I decide I don't want that scale, I can take that out. Now the reason I want to figure out my scale before I add another descriptor or criteria is because it'll copy down my scale. So I'll add additional criteria here, and then you can see that it's copied that. Now I don't want this description here if I'm going to be talking about something else. Maybe this is going to be voice, but I want my 5s to copy down. If I decided here that I want now to add something to the scale, it's only going to add on this line, not on the one above. So if you want each of your criteria to have a different scale, then that's okay. But if you want all the scales to be the same all the way down, then you want to make sure that you create the scale first and then add your criteria. Another thing you can do down here is you can add learning objectives as your criteria. So if you are using some standards, Common Core standards in your classroom, and you want to put in this type of writing. Maybe I'm doing a research paper here and I want to put that right into my rubric. I can copy those in there, and you can also even add in custom criteria under your learning objectives, and this one's I've already selected. I have to go back there. But in the next video, I'll show you how to customize your learning objectives. So you can add those in here and create a rubric with your learning objectives right in it. So that's the way to make a rubric. Once I've created that rubric, it is now in my list of rubrics, and it will show up as an option anytime I add an assignment or a test or a discussion. I can choose the rubric, and I can also copy this to other courses that I've created, or I can save it to resources. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to score on the rubric, both in an assignment and in the gradebook.